Hi there. So, last night at our meeting, I'm still emotional. There were several testimonies, several stories that were shared with all of us. And have you read the book The Power of One More by Ed Milet? I don't know why this came to my mind, but the mere fact of just reaching one person's life, and helping them change their health to just feel better, not just feel better, but want to live again, want to be out of pain, want to be able to do the things in life that they've been struggling to do for a while. That's the power of One More. Just by telling Christine about LifeVantage and that it might help her with her health conditions, and then her mother-in-law getting to see it, and her sharing it with one person, and one of my dear friends that I've known forever, a patient of mine, telling somebody. They're all in the same group of friends. It's amazing, this community. But the power of One More, because of Christy saying, yes, I want to help change lives, she's impacted so many lives. And I think that's when we're out there trying to think, oh, I got to talk to a doctor. I got to go find somebody that's, way up, that has so many influencers and all of this thing. Stop. Just change one person's life at a time, no matter what they do. It doesn't have to be a doctor. I'm fortunate because I am, and a lot of people come to me for advice. But because of that, this woman last night that I shared the video with, Mary Lou, who's 80 years old, her life has been changed. Her brain has been turned on. And I love how she says, I said, so your memory's different. Your life is different. She goes, it's not just different. I'm right again. I feel right again. That's powerful. Powerful. And only 2 weeks on Exio, Nerf 2 and Nerf 1. And now she's going to add collagen because she came to the meeting last night again to be able to say what's been going on with her. I had no idea. I didn't know about the car accident that might have happened if she wouldn't have grabbed the wheel and took charge and then had to call 911 because her friend was in a diabetic coma. They could have died. But she goes, my brain, I didn't know about that till this morning, till she came to see me. She goes, my brain was like awake and something just overcame me and said, just do it. Just grab the wheel, get her hands off of there, steer it to the side, get her foot off of the gas, push the button, turn it off. She goes, a week before that, I couldn't hardly even get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. I couldn't remember anything. She goes, there's no way I would have remembered, oh, what do I do next? What do I do next? How do I turn off this car? I was blown away. I said, you got to share this. That's just one. And then because of Christina sharing her story, the other person, besides her mother-in-law, then told Bonnie. Bonnie is type 1 diabetic, not type 2, type 1. She's on an insulin pump. And she is like a glucose monitor, so that everything takes care of itself, so that if something happens and she doesn't remember to push the button or do more insulin or check her numbers or anything like that, it's automatic. Bonnie was at that meeting a couple weeks ago that Mary Lou was at too. And she decided, okay, I need to do this. And she's a nurse, and so she understands a lot of medical and a lot of what's going on with her own body and everything like that. So last night, I didn't know this till last night. She got up, Dr. Brimhall said, I just talked to Bonnie and you need to get her up there and have her share her story because I haven't heard of this. This is like amazing. So she's on the GLP-1, she's on the collagen, she's on the Protandim, she's on like that premium pack, executive pack that has the Axio too. She's doing it all. And she didn't share last night, but she's lost about 7 to 8 pounds, I think. But she's losing inches. She's feeling great. 2 weeks she's been on it. But that's not the amazing thing, because we expect people to have some weight loss, to have some loss of inches, to feel better, to sleep better at night and all of that. We expect that because we see that. But the amazing thing is the type 1 diabetes. She started noticing that her glucose levels were staying below like 180, 160, but she goes, they haven't ever done that. They've never been normal on their own without that insulin pump kicking in to bring it back down. Ever. She's type 1. That's like from birth. She has gone 24 hours with her glucose levels being regular, without her insulin pump having to inject any insulin. That's like, if that doesn't like make you emotional and want to reach out to more people, I don't know what will. That's like unbelievable. And then she mentioned her diabetic neuropathy. That's really painful feet that she was talking about anytime she would have to do any walking, she would have to bring extra shoes to change different shoes because her feet just hurt all the time. They recently had to go down to Phoenix, a 2-hour drive, go do some appointments, walk around. She made it home and she realized she never changed her shoes and her feet didn't hurt. That's huge. To get out of pain, to not live in pain, that's huge. Huge. Then she mentioned that her husband, that when they go to Costco, they buy Tylenol, ibuprofen by the case, by the big, huge bottles, because her husband has to be on it every single day for his back pain. Horrible pain, and can't live without being on it. He's gone like a week without having to take anything because she made him get on it. A lot of us that have husbands know that sometimes we just have to tell them, you're just going to do this. Don't ask. And that's what she did. But I am so thankful that the power of one is real. Share this with the people that you deeply care about, because they might have an 80-year-old grandma that's struggling with memory and not even wanting to eat or not even wanting to leave the house. And think about if that was your mother or grandmother that was in that car that day. She wanted to do the video. She goes, people need to know about this and people need to know about it now because I really am back. I feel great. So please don't go looking for some magical person that you think's going to just make your business like grow fast or anything like that. Go out there with your purpose being to impact somebody's life, that this could change their life drastically. Drastically. All right. Take care and make it a great day. Love you all.